Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Rhiannon has become one of the most recognizable faces in Hallmark films, a star known for her charm, warmth, and undeniable on-screen chemistry. But what many fans may not realize is that behind the camera, the actress experienced moments that were far from easy. In an exclusive insight, Rhiannon recently opened up about why she was, at one point, genuinely terrified to hang out with her fellow Hallmark stars. It might sound surprising. After all, Hallmark sets are often depicted as joyful, friendly, and light-hearted spaces, filled with camaraderie and shared laughter. But as Rhiannon explains, there is always a deeper layer beneath the glitz and glamour, a side of the industry that fans rarely see. From the moment she joined her first Hallmark project, Rhiannon was aware that stepping onto a set with established stars could be intimidating. These are actors who have built reputations over years of consistent work in a very specific, beloved genre. For someone newer to this close-knit community, the pressure to fit in, perform well, and establish meaningful connections can feel immense. Rhiannon described the initial days as a whirlwind, full of excitement but also an undercurrent of anxiety. It wasn't about being scared of anyone personally, she shared. It was more about feeling like I didn't belong, like I was stepping into a room where everyone already knew each other, and I was the outsider. The fear wasn't just social, it was also professional. Rhiannon knew that Hallmark fans have high expectations, and there's an unspoken standard of how stars are supposed to behave both on screen and off. Meeting those expectations while navigating personal insecurities can create a unique kind of tension. Interestingly, this fear wasn't limited to interacting with the cast. Rhiannon also discussed how intimidating it could be to work closely with the crew, producers, and directors. On Hallmark sets, relationships are complex. While the environment is professional, it's also intensely collaborative, and everyone relies on one another to create a film that resonates emotionally with audiences. For a newcomer, understanding the dynamics and finding one's place within them can be overwhelming. One of the most eye-opening revelations Rhiannon shared was how much she worried about not just her performance, but how her interactions would be perceived. She explained that in a world so public-facing, even casual moments off-camera are scrutinized by fans and sometimes media outlets. That pressure led to what she called a form of social anxiety that made it hard to relax in group settings, even when everyone was welcoming. Despite these challenges, Rhiannon also emphasized that her fears were gradually alleviated by the kindness and patience of the people around her. Several veteran Hallmark stars took her under their wing, offering guidance, sharing stories from their own early days, and demonstrating that it was okay to feel nervous. Those gestures, Rhiannon said, were transformative. They reminded her that while the industry is competitive, there is also a community, a sense of belonging that grows over time. The turning point came when Rhiannon realized that her anxiety was, in part, fueled by expectations she was placing on herself. Once she started focusing less on trying to impress everyone and more on simply being herself, the experience shifted dramatically. She began to enjoy her interactions with co-stars, sharing laughter, offset stories, and even small personal anecdotes that helped forge real connections. Rhiannon's story highlights a truth that many people outside the industry may not recognize. Even actors who seem confident, poised, and successful can struggle with vulnerability and fear. It's a reminder that human emotion doesn't disappear just because someone is on camera. In fact, the pressures of performing for a devoted audience can amplify those feelings. She also revealed a particularly memorable moment that helped her overcome her fear. During one project, a veteran cast member invited her to a casual dinner with the main ensemble. Initially, Rhiannon hesitated, feeling nervous about stepping into a social setting where she didn't yet know anyone well. But she ultimately decided to attend. That evening turned out to be a breakthrough. Shared laughter, personal stories, and genuine interest from her co-stars allowed Rhiannon to finally relax and feel accepted. It was a pivotal moment, one she credits with transforming her perspective on working within the Hallmark family. Rhiannon's candid discussion serves as an inspiration to aspiring actors and fans alike. She demonstrated that fear and insecurity are natural, even for someone whose career is centered around storytelling and connecting with audiences. More importantly, She showed that those fears can be overcome with patience, support, and authenticity. The actress also touched on the broader lesson she's taken from her experiences. Working in a high-profile, highly scrutinized environment like Hallmark can feel isolating if you let fear dominate your thoughts. But by leaning into vulnerability, being open to forming connections, and allowing herself to be human, Rhiannon found not only friendship but a renewed sense of confidence in her craft. Another fascinating aspect she highlighted is the balance between professional focus and social interaction. On set, maintaining a strong work ethic is essential, but so is cultivating a positive rapport with colleagues. Rhiannon explained that early on, she struggled to navigate this balance. She worried that social missteps might reflect poorly on her professionalism, creating a self-imposed tension. Over time, however, she realized that being approachable, kind, and open off-camera actually enhanced her professional reputation. It allowed directors and co-stars to see her as not only a capable actor, but also a collaborative team member. Fans of Hallmark films might be surprised to hear that such a close-knit and seemingly carefree environment can be intimidating. But Rhiannon's experience shows that every set has its own dynamics, and even beloved actors must sometimes confront their fears. What's remarkable is how she transformed that initial anxiety into an opportunity for growth, building lasting relationships and becoming more comfortable in her own skin. Rhiannon also addressed the personal growth she's experienced as a result of these challenges. She described feeling more self-aware, resilient, and grounded. Being terrified at first forced her to examine her insecurities, understand their root causes, and develop strategies to manage them. It was, in essence, a trial by fire that ultimately strengthened her both personally. Rhiannon shared that one of the most rewarding aspects of her Hallmark career has been the friendships she's formed. These bonds, forged through shared experiences, long hours on set, and mutual respect, became a source of comfort and joy. What started as fear evolved into genuine connection, and in the process, she learned that vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a bridge to understanding and empathy. Finally, Rhiannon's story offers a glimpse into the human side of the entertainment industry. It reminds audiences that actors, no matter how polished or experienced, encounter moments of self-doubt, social anxiety, and fear. Yet, through perseverance, kindness, and authenticity, those moments can be transformed into meaningful experiences that enrich both professional and personal life. Her experience also emphasizes the importance of supportive colleagues and mentors. The encouragement, patience, and generosity of fellow Hallmark stars played a critical role in easing her fears. It's a testament to the positive impact that mentorship and camaraderie can have in a competitive industry. As Rhiannon continues to grow her career, her story serves as a valuable lesson for anyone navigating new challenges, whether in the entertainment world or in everyday life. Fear, while natural, does not have to be paralyzing. By taking small steps, seeking support, and embracing authenticity, it's possible to turn initial intimidation into lasting confidence. In the end, Rhiannon Fish's journey is a compelling reminder that success is not just about talent, it's also about courage, resilience, and the willingness to be human. Her honesty about feeling terrified to hang out with fellow Hallmark stars allows fans to see the person behind the persona, and it offers inspiration for anyone who has faced moments of self-doubt in pursuit of their dreams. Even for those who know her only through her films, this insight deepens the connection. It shows that behind the on-screen charm, there is an individual navigating real emotions, building relationships, and learning to thrive in a high-pressure environment. Rhiannon's story is one of growth, courage, and ultimately, triumph over fear, a narrative that resonates far beyond the confines of any single film set. For aspiring actors, fans, and anyone seeking inspiration, her experience is a powerful reminder. Even when fear seems overwhelming, it can be the catalyst for meaningful growth. Rhiannon's willingness to share her vulnerabilities provides a roadmap for navigating new experiences with honesty, humility, and perseverance. And perhaps most importantly, it shows that connection, kindness, and authenticity will always outweigh the initial terror of stepping into the unknown. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.